don't remember when we would have met.
It was when you moved back from Burnie. I started doing your hair, and I was working down in Collins Street.
Because Buzzy was doing my hair in Burnie, wasn't he? And I don't know whether it was. I probably had a chat with my sister Katie, who had owned a salon here in Hobart, and you're a little bit younger than
she owned it.
Yeah, well, you're a little bit younger than her, but because you were sort of hanging around in the scene.
Yeah, we knew each other.
Yeah. So you would have noticed in the first week of the campaign, we had a particular focus on TAFE.
TAFE, yeah.
So there's been a lot of chat about the different approaches, and we're concerned that the Liberals have announced as part of, in the pre-election period, they announced their different approach to TAFE to corporatise it. And our worry is that with other GBEs, government business enterprises like Hydro, the government hasn't had the capacity to therefore reach in and control that model, and we're worried that will result in either, a focus on profit over people, and that could mean job cuts and/or course fee increases for students, or cutting of courses and access, and particularly for people in regional Tassie. I reckon that's a major drama.
Yeah.
So we're very keen to see the existing model of TAFE, keeping it in public hands, and rebuilding TAFE rather than buying it up.
Yeah.
We recognise that it has to be, a move closer to business.
Yeah.
Drysdale's a case in point.
Look, TAFE for me is one of the biggest things in my job. I've had the salon 22 years. We couldn't train staff without TAFE.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a huge part of our training program, as well as our in-salon training program. I was trained through TAFE. All of my staff were trained through TAFE. There's no private training body in Hobart to train hairdressers.
Yeah.
Or other trades that I know of.
Yeah.
They don't have the ability for me to they don't have enough staff currently to send people out onto the job to assess the staff either. So for my staff to be able to go to TAFE and do their training is fundamental. Yeah, 100%.
Out of interest, because you haven't had a regional salon, but if you had a salon, at Orford, how would you go? I don't know that there is a salon there, but hypothetically.
Yeah, well, I suppose they would have to come out to me, and my staff would have to come into TAFE.
Right.
That's what would have to happen. Morgan goes 1 day a week, and that's a big commitment for her because we're open Tuesday to Saturday. She also goes to TAFE on a Monday.
Oh, right.
Because of her year. So, I mean, she's doing 6 days a week, so it's a big commitment for her as well. And if you are living in a regional town and travelling,
So in regional salons, are they more likely to engage people who are already trained, or do they?
Yeah, I would think so. There wouldn't be many regional salons, I don't think, that would put on apprentices. Yeah.
More likely people like you that wonder have
who
a
are in
change.
the city, and the students have easy access to the TAFE.
Yes. So that access is fundamental, and cost is the other thing.
Yeah.
I mean, hairdressing apprentices don't get paid a lot.
No, they don't. No.
And as you said, they work really hard.
They work long hours too.
If there were going to be restrictions on access to the courses and increase in course fees, what do you think that would mean? Would you keep getting apprentices?
Yeah, we would. Well, I think so. At the moment, we as a owner pay fees for
pay the fees,
We get a reimbursement from the government currently.
And does that cover the cost?
No.
Right.
No. I mean, and I put a lot more into my staff than just TAFE.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, we try and do a higher education as well. We try and grow their education and their knowledge as well as them having that fundamental traditional hairdressing education at TAFE, which you can't do this job without.
Is it competitive? I mean, do people want to come to Storm Hairdressers because Brock Gardner's, a leader in the profession?
I think you build a relationship with people, and look, I do the best I possibly can with my skills, and that mightn't please everyone, but I try my hardest, and that's what I say to my staff. As long as you do the best you possibly can. You're not going to make everyone happy, or you're not going to be the hairdresser for everyone, but as long as you do the best you possibly can.
But profitability is an issue, and you moved from your former salon, which was much larger and had more staff, and you made the decision to come here to downsize in a way. You've got fewer chairs here, and you tried some things at the other location, but you've also got other businesses, interests now.
Yeah, so the reason I downsized the business is we wanted a boutique brand, and I wanted the possibility of me being able to just run my business by myself if that ever happened. 9 years ago when I looked at downsizing the business, no one was interested in being a hairdresser anymore. It wasn't a desirable job. In the last few years it's become desirable again. It's become a fashionable industry to be in, and we are getting more inquiries from young people Morgan's age and wanting to do that as a career again.
Yeah, well, you've been really quite the leader in the business community, and I really respect your courage at times, standing up for the stuff that you believe in and standing with colleagues and things.
Yeah, I think if we all work together, people united is a stronger force than paddling along by yourself.
Well, I reckon we probably should wrap it up, but I'm really pleased, Brock, that you were prepared to have the cameras in here and have a chat with me, and we're trying to do something a bit different with digital strategy to reach out to people so that people get to know a little bit about who I am and why I'm so keen to get re-election. But it's not so much about me and my ego, it's about wanting to continue that work in the community. You and I share that value about...
Oh, look, Alison, when you've been in here and talking about, who you're helping in the community and homeless and affordable housing and TAFE and helping kids make their dreams, I would support you 100%, and you're always passionate about it, what you believe in, and strive for what you believe in, and so I support you 100%.
Thank you, Brock. You're a beautiful man. You make me cry. Life gets a bit tired and emotional in a campaign. Oh.
Do you want a glass of rosé?
This is it. We can laugh our way through.